So as you probably already know, our sense of smell is probably our most powerful sense. It's very primal, it's tied to our memory, and as a result, fragrance is very powerful if you know how to use it properly. So I'm gonna go over 7 ways to properly use your fragrance to make sure that you're getting the most out of it and to make sure you're having the greatest impact on those around you. Tip number 1, make sure you are applying your fragrance to clean skin. You want to apply your fragrance directly after you get out of the shower. It's said that after you take a warm or hot shower, your pores are open. They're going to be more receptive to the fragrance. And if your skin is clear of any oil or grease or grime, or hopefully none of that, but if your skin is clean, it's going to hold the fragrance a lot better. It's going to smell the way it's supposed to. It's going to mesh with your skin chemistry a little bit better. So clean skin is always best. Tip number 2, we're using Argos Pour Homme. Love this stuff. And I'm going to show you something that a lot of people do, and this is one of the biggest no-nos. Did you see what I did there? You spray it in the air and walk into it. That doesn't work. You're wasting precious fragrance. Most of it actually ends up on the floor. So instead, tip number 3, you want to focus on hot zones on your body. Pulse points, there's plenty of them. They're warm areas where the fragrance is going to project. It's going to, disperse a whole lot easier. Your wrists, around the neck, either the back or the front, around the collarbones here, even down behind your knees and your ankles and all that. These are all pulse points. But for the sake of today's demonstration, I'm going to show you the wrist here, which is going to lead me to point number 4. Make sure you hold your bottle about 3 to 6 inches away, no more than about this. I like to go somewhere here just to make sure you're getting a good amount of the fragrance on your skin, a nice little surface area here. 2 spots that I love to spray in general are the back of my neck, like behind the ears on either side. And I also love to spray my forearms when they're exposed. Number 5, do not overspray. Usually 2 to 4 sprays is enough. It depends on how dense and concentrated the fragrance is. You have lighter concentrations like eau de cologne, which have less oils and more alcohol. You have more dense concentrations like eau de parfum, which is what this is. More oils, a little less alcohol. So when it's more dense, you spray a little bit less. When it's lighter, you can spray a little bit more. But 2 to 4 is generally a good range to deal with for most fragrances. Another thing, I just sprayed it on my wrist. Do not rub it together. You see a lot of people do this. You see a lot of celebrities do this. You're really just destroying the molecules in the fragrance. You're breaking it down. It's not going to behave the way it was intended to. It's not going to smell the way it was, and it's just going to disappear. So friction is not good for fragrance. Finally, as your fragrance is dying down throughout the day, which inevitably happens with just about any fragrance, you can always reapply. The easiest way to do that is with a travel atomizer. I don't have one on me, but they're generally a small little atomizer that you can put in your pocket. It'll have, maybe anywhere from 3 to 8 milliliters of fragrance in it, and you can just reapply to your neckline or to your wrists inconspicuously. That's a great way to keep your fragrance present throughout the rest of the day. Anyway, those are just some tips on ways that you can just smell better and get more out of your fragrance when you do wear it. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.